Alright, it's the next turn for the British. So for the European British, for their 29 IPCs, they're going to be buying a artillery, a submarine, an infantry, an armored, and a fighter. And for the Pacific Far East Command, they're doing 8 damage repairs on the 9 damage repairs on the industrial complex they have. So they have 2 positions available for which they are buying an an anti-aircraft gun and an infantry for their 17 IPCs. Alright, on to the attack movements. For their first attack movement, they are moving 2 infantry from Ethiopia into Kenya. Next is the British are going to be moving 12 infantry and 1 artillery into an attack against Yunnan. As well, next are also going to be loading from India 1 artillery onto a naval transport, moving at 1 space, where it will pick up another infantry from Burma and move 2 more spaces and offload everybody into Borneo. So the artillery and the infantry are attacking Borneo. And the only other attack that's going to be taking place is in Britain itself. The strategic bomber that's in Britain will be flying 3 spaces into Western Germany to conduct a strategic bombing raid. It will be returning back to Britain at the end of the strategic bombing raid. Alright, I'll now be conducting the strategic bombing raid. The Germans are going to scramble their 1 fighter in Western Germany to defend. Fighter rolls and misses the strategic bomber. Strategic bomber rolls and misses the fighter. Now the strategic bomber will roll its damage on the industry complex there. 1, so +2 for strategic bombing is 3 damage points onto the industry complex. Now for the amphibious assault into Borneo, the British infantry and artillery hits the Japanese infantry that's there, and the defending Japanese infantry and misses. So all the other battles are walk-ons, so the British will take Yunnan liberate it I should say, for the Chinese, and they will liberate Kenya for the UK. Alright, I'll go set the board back up. Alright, I'll start over here for the British in the Far East Command. For non-combative moves, they're going to move 3 anti-aircraft guns into Yunnan. And that is it for their non-combative moves on this side. For their placements of units over here, both the infantry and the anti-aircraft gun are going in India. To recap for them, stand by 1. Alright, back here with the British on the European side of the map for the non-combative moves. This transport here in C-Zone 76 is moving down to C-Zone 71. The Armored Division in Union of South Africa is going to move up 2 to Belgian Congo. The infantry and the artillery are going to move up 1 to Rhodesia. All those ships are going to stay where they are. And there'll be no other British movements on the European side of the map, besides their strategic bomber heading back to land in Britain. For the placement of new units, the fighter, a tank, and an infantry will be placed into Union of South Africa. Actually, correction, these artillery pieces not going to move up to Rhodesia. He's going to stay down here in Union of South Africa instead. And the artillery and submarine are going to be placed in Britain, the artillery in the United Kingdom, and the submarine in C-Zone 109. Alright, that's it for the British turn. The British will be collecting 28 IPCs for the European side and 17 for the Pacific side. And a recap of units that have moved this turn. In Africa, we got 2 destroyers and a submarine, 2 destroyers and a cruiser in C-Zone 76, a naval transport in C-Zone 71. Down in Unionist South Africa, there's an artillery, an infantry, an armored division, and a fighter. Rhodesia has 1 infantry division. Belgian Congo has 2 infantry divisions and a armored division. Kenya has 2 infantry divisions. Over in the Pacific side of the board, I'll just move the camera over here. In India, we have 1 battleship in C-Zone 39. In India itself, there is 6 infantry divisions, 2 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, and 1 anti-aircraft gun. There is 8 damage on the industrial complex there. Over in Yunnan, there's 12 infantry, 1 artillery, and 3 anti-aircraft guns. Down in Malaya, there's 3 British infantry divisions with an Australian infantry division as well. Over in Borneo, there is an infantry division and an artillery division with a British naval transport in C-Zone 43, as well as a Japanese naval transport which does not block any movements, also in C-Zone 43. And that is it for the British turn. Next is the Italians.